Prodigy, or it's Power Rangers versus like Stu's team.
Stu's team?
Yeah, it's Power Rangers versus No Experience. I need to change my Twitch title to that. I'm sorry, chat. I literally like forgot I was casting this match, honestly.
Alright, well.
Please help me. You know you want to.
What's Uzu doing, man? Or Mello, or Elvis, or Reap, or literally anyone else that's in here?
They're being bots, bro.
Word.
Yeah, so you're gonna help me?
I don't know.
Capital, second ban. Looks like again it's Clubhouse, and I'm going to be joined here by Oreo, of course, because Oreo is definitely going to be staying with me for the remainder.
I'm not doing the bans though, bro. You have to do.
Can you at least help me out with the picture?
Bro, all right.
Bet. Thank you. Echo. And then I'll change the command in chat to your name.
Awesome.
It's gonna be the Echo. It's gonna be the third ban here. Some standard bans for Clubhouse is it's Mira going to be the fifth or the fourth and final ban. So again, this should be interesting here. I'm excited to see these two teams match up against each other. So let's see here. Let's see here to do this real quick. Your thing is Oreo R6S, right?
Yes.
Alright, there we go. So I'm a little behind here. Let's see. Where are we going here?
Defenders, protect your bombs.
Looks like we're going to be going to the basement site first here. 4 Power Rangers. Actually, is this the right names here? Yeah, it is. It is right. So there's going to be no experience going down to the basement defense. We'll be bringing this pretty standard lineup. They have the Cade and going to be also bringing a little bit of intel here with the Maestro camera. Spot out there. As we asked her, he's just trying to figure out
10 seconds to go.
Exactly what's with these last reinforcements. I assume we won't be going for Rome, but again, he could possibly very well be. But it does look like he will rotate back downstairs.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Will be a full hit man on site, but Mexican might want to go for a bomb kill here and to catch somebody off guard as he might see the Havana. He does see the head, but will miss the shot. It does just hit the railing there on the fence. So almost had a nice shot there with Mexican, but will have to fall off as it's going to be Power Rangers. Looks like to open up the dirt tunnel here, right? Dot. And Mexican looks like he still wants to hold on to these main stairs. It's going to be all the drones coming in from the side of Power Rangers. I don't have anything to deal with on the side of Roamers, as I assume they're still going to be possibly joining out the top floor just in case, but again, they're not going to have to have anything to do with it. They're going to be just a waste of time here. But again, it looks like the Prod is going to be starting to opening up these main hatches and will be trying to make this push happen towards the site, as there's not going to be any impact tricking coming out from the defense here. Surprisingly, the only impacts are all the way inside a dirt tunnel, so maybe a misplay there. Is I'm not really too sure. It looks like they had the holes there for the impact trick, but just not playing in the right spot will be Wizard here. So there's going to be a push out here by Carlito. He starts to get stunned out, but not going to make the push just yet, as we have reached about halfway through the round. And still not much pressure applied onto the direct site, as it's going to be top seat. push up and down to the Cade. He will take down Mexican, but it's going to be Stu from the main all the way back in boxes to get the trade as he's trying to peek up onto this main hatch, but nobody's going to be giving him the angle just yet, as it's going to be a kill for Carlito inside of dirt that takes down the smoke. So finally, when you have the gunfight, is he going to start to make this happen onto the onto the Maestro here? In a very tight angle here, as he's going to get shot from the hatch, but will Stu be able to win this gunfight on to the Zofia? We'll spot out the head, but we'll just miss it, as it's going to be about 56 seconds left here. Some grenades are going to start to get flown down through the hatch, but we'll just lay a little bit of a scratch there on the Juicy. Stu will finally find the kill onto Carlito, but does get picked off from the hatch by Rai Dot, as it's going to be now a 3v2, and Art does look like he wants to rotate in through the construction tunnel and possibly catch off Juicy if he's not careful, but no, he will give away his position here, as we have about 30 seconds left. Juicy cut between a rock and hard place as he's getting peeked from the hatch as well as from the third tunnel. He's going to have to try to get this gunfight on somebody as Prod takes out Art, so it's all left up to Juicy here. Aster in the 1v3 does take down Art inside of dirt, but Dot is inside of actually Armory there. Cuts off the rotation as he comes off the plant.
I updated the pictures.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem, man. I really like the Power Rangers picture. It's probably the most creative profile picture I've seen so far throughout this qualifier.
Yeah, let me look at this.
It's got like the photoshopped heads, you know, like I think that's, yeah, it's pretty funny. Either way, I wasn't paying attention that last round, but obviously it looked like Power Rangers was successful here. Going back down to the church and basement site is going to be no experience.
Defenders, protect your bombs
I
from
don't know.
being defused by
What have you got
attackers.
to say?
Well, I mean, for that last round, it was, I mean, it was a pretty close round. Stu kind of held on to dirt for a little bit, but then just got picked off the hatch. There was a bit of probably some misplays, I'd say, from no experience. Just getting picked off in places that they probably shouldn't have. But it was a good round from both teams, I'd say. It was just, it came down to more gunfights won on the side of Power Rangers.
Seconds to go.
Yeah, gotta win your ones, bro.
Oh yeah.
5 seconds to insertion.
Can't be getting the shakes in the CL quals matches, you know, the shakes.
No,
Attackers'
yeah.
objective is
Yeah.
to locate a
Can't be
bomb.
getting the shakes, baby. But
Exactly.
no spawn kills coming out here from the side. It looks like Mexican is actually he's gonna be, oh man, that could be spawn kill. See? No, it looks like he might go for a punch under this window, possibly. Maybe so. Is it, what we see happen here?
Yeah, you could possibly find one onto dirt tunnel, as it looks like the thermite is putting that charge on, so
Oh!
actually, you're gonna get the early pick, but no, Dot shuts him down, so a little bit over aggressive right there from Mexican, and honestly, that's not a good operator to lose first if you're the defense, because now there's no Cade on the board, so those hatches are going to be even easier to get for the attackers, which means Thatcher can save those EMP grenades for the Maestro cams or perhaps the bandit charge on the church wall, so really a poor spawn peak right there and a poor decision being made from Mexican right there, and it won't end up paying off for his team.
Yeah, just not the play. I mean, he tried to go for an aggressive peek, but unfortunately Dot was ready for it, so will end up losing his life for it, as looks like you're going to start to make this push happen onto the kitchen hatch here. It looks as though Wizard is going to be choosing to impact trick this time, so I like this decision now that he's, I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't have done it last round. It really didn't make much sense, but it's going to really help him in this round. It's going to slow down the push. Actually, he didn't really need to send the second one out, so wasted of an impact there, but I don't think there's any more from the Hibana. I think Prod, he actually does have one more set, so he will be successfully able to open up that hatch.
Yeah, not sure why he chose to use both of his impact nades, as Prophecy gets another kill onto Wizard there, so that's the smoke taken off the board. And it looks like they do end up droning out that Jaeger, so some good drone work there, and it leads to a kill there from Dot, so he picks up his second of the round onto Juicy. So far, Power Rangers have looked really dominant and shown why they're a top contender for CL, but Stu hits a nice shot there before he's instantly traded out by Carlito, so
Located a bomb.
no 4 versus 1, it's all down to Aster here to try and clutch this one out, but nope, he'll be shut down by Prod, so 2 dominant rounds right there from the Power Rangers, and just really not looking like the team of no experience knows really how to hold down this basement site.
Yeah, definitely 2 dominant rounds there from Power Rangers as, like you said, they show why. They are one of the top contenders for the spot as it just doesn't seem like, I do believe that this is a pickup squad from no experience. I believe that's what it is because I know that Stu was looking for a squad for someone to pick him up, so it does.
I saw no experience actually. I think the core of Aster, Stu, and I believe Juicy or Wizard maybe, but I know they were looking
Attackers
for
need to locate and
2
defuse
players
as
pretty
many bombs as
recently.
they can.
So yeah, I think they're like there's like a threesome, no pun intended, no sexual content intended. But yeah, I think the 3 of them have been together for a good amount of time, but I think they did recently pick up 2 players, so could be a factor.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like they will decide to go to the top floor now, though. I like it. I think it's probably a good spot, and the bottom floor hasn't been really working out for them, so gotta try to
10
switch
seconds
something
left
up.
before insertion. 5 seconds to
And
go.
it looks like they will be going maybe for those impact tricks. Actually, no, this isn't. I thought he was going to
Attackers'
shotgun
objective
was
is to
open.
locate a bomb.
That's it. Looks like we might see a spawn kill here from Mexican. But looks like he will fall off that for the time being, as some drones are going to start to come flying through. They will spot out the Cade inside of the garage as they'll start to try to make sure they can get him out of here. We'll be trying to Cade trick that wall.
Yeah, so the Cade and the Bandit and the Mute being brought out here by the defense should make that wall pretty difficult. Mexican unable to land the shots there onto Carlito. That could have been a freebie. Looks like he might want to try and get a little aggressive there, but will be droned down, use the Nitro Cell, and it will not do a single tick of damage to the Zofia. So Mexican showing that he is not afraid to take these fights, and he's just honestly playing like a crackhead right now, just peeking everything with that DMR shotgun. Looks like he still even wants to contest that main door there, but the Buck will be the one peeking him from the stairs and garage, so just trying to get rid of this Cade in the garage with that nade.
Alright, tossing the grenade, but Art will find the kill either way onto Mexican. Just peeking top shelf on the balcony here by Stu on that Alda. So a nice trade there onto the Buck, but again, this upside down rappel looks like it's going to start to come out here by Carlito. Is not actually, he's going to fall off of that angle. He is on fairly low HP, just about 25, so I have to try to make this main wall open up. Actually, nobody's going to be even watching the run out from garage, so I have a Claymore on it, but someone could possibly make that run out as the Bandit trick will come out. We'll be able to get both. No, it looks like the left wall was successfully opened up by those pellets, so Prod could open this wall up a little bit more if he does have the utility, which he does.
Yeah, so Dot not having any more exothermic charges is going to force the Havana to use her other pellets, and although it's not ideal to have such a small opening on that wall, it still definitely will probably work out for the attack here, as that's really all they need. But this Maestro in garage is really hindering this attack, and it looks like Carlito is going to possibly try to get him out with that upside down rappel. And it looks like he will be contesting this angle, so the drone coming out here from Prod will be giving those exact pings onto the Maestro. Is Carlito going to be able to land the shots here? He knows exactly where the Maestro is, but that Capital being banned off the board is going to make it really difficult. All Stu has to do is just lay here, but he chooses to peek. Stu, what are you doing? Didn't even have to go for that peek right there, and it will end up costing his life. So nice shot from Carlito on the upside down rappel there.
Yeah, definitely a nice angle indeed. Some shots are going to get exchanged in through the garage. It will be Wizard on that flank down below, takes down Prophecy. Will be also the diffuser down there below. It looks like Prophecy's going, Prod is actually going for the trade, so Wizards will be taken down. No more Nitro Cell from below, but still only 20 seconds left and still have a Nitro Cell on Aster, so he could possibly use this to clutch the round out as he's going to have to be a Russian with the diffuser. One's going to come up the main stairs here, but he will get pushed by Aster as flashbang starts to come out. Aster peeks wide, he's looking at one, he tries to go over the top shelf for the RKO, but Juicy takes down Dot, and it's the diffuser on the ground, so a nice clutch from Juicy as he will win that round for his team, and the first one for no experience.
Yeah, so no experience. Successfully winning the CCTV and cash defense. It really looked like that round was going to go in favor of the attack, as it looked like they had everything going for them. They got all the picks that they needed, including the Maestro out of garage, which was really the most impactful kill of the round. But they were unable to have the intel, perhaps, to know that Aster was playing so close on that wall, and just an easy kill for Aster to clean up the person planting the bomb. I believe it was Dot, and just with such limited time remaining, it was a nice, easy finish there for GC to close that round out. So looks like we will be seeing them go back down to Church and Arsenal, not willing to try the bedroom gym defense, and Mexican here possibly teasing the 6th pick, but yeah, it looks like they will actually put him on dock, so possibly a better choice for Mexican, as we have seen him not off to the greatest of starts, and maybe possibly that MP5, definitely a really solid gun in the defense, especially on the hands of that French operator. So if he wants to play aggressive, why not put him on dock? And I think that's a pretty good decision for them, as take a look at the scoreboard right here, really just Dot and Prod doing work for their team as the hard breach on the roster.
Yeah, really, but I mean, it's been a fairly even scoreboard so far, I'd say, from Power Rangers. As I mean, until that last round, it looked like everyone was going fairly even and carrying their own weight at least. So definitely got to give it up to some of the support players, and
10 seconds to
also a nice last round from Aster and
5 seconds
Juicy.
to go.
Really able to clutch that up.
Yeah, really well played, but they've looked fairly weak on this basement defense, so let's see what they're going to do differently. And already Mexican just showing why he's been playing off the coke this game. Just I don't know what he's doing, but he's going for all the peaks, not even using the bulletproof. Who needs it? Not him.
Nor his
Yeah,
team.
the strategy hasn't been working out for him so far. Yeah, his team might need it, as they've just really been swept in this these last 2 defenses. As it looks like Dot here will be opening up the dirt tunnel, so it's gonna be Wizard's job to try to slow down this push through dirt. And Dot may or may not choose to contest it. That SMG-11 probably not the best gun to be taking the long range fights with, but in that clustered tunnel, it's definitely a viable weapon choice for sure.
Yeah, and it'll also be paired with that shotgun as well, so it definitely not really a need to worry about those close range engagements. Like you said, doesn't really need to be peeking out too far. As we take a look at the map, there are no roamers on the side of no experience. It looks like this roam clear from the attack is going to be proven a waste of time in essence, as they're not going to be finding anybody on it. But better to be safe than sorry is always a nice motto to have, as you're seeing Art going to be opening up some of these angles down onto Armory and also onto that church door. Nice little angle there. Possibly toss a few grenades, or even maybe find the feet of somebody trying to peek wide under the hallway.
Yeah, so about 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this round here, and we're just now seeing the attack start to put that vertical pressure that we saw play such an impact in the first 2 rounds. So a little bit slower of a pace so far for the offense, but perhaps just the aggression coming out from Mexican possibly slowing that down. It looks like we won't see any impact trick come out from the defense, even wasting a C4. So really curious that they're just kind of giving up that hatch right there, even though we've seen the team of Power Rangers just choose to go for this exact same push every single time. So really interesting as to, I don't really understand why they're not bringing the impact tricks.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to, I don't know, it just doesn't really make sense. You're trying to waste as much time as you can, but well, first kill will go to, again, Prophecy. He walks down these main stairs and finds kills easily, as he's really been the main entry fragger here on the Thatcher even. Oh, Aster, though, hits a nice shot onto Prophecy, as Prod will take out Wizard. So, makes it still even in favor of the attackers, as Juicy trying to open the kill into the field. He will down out Carlito and finish him off, making this into 30 seconds left, as he's going to have to be wearisome of the dirt push, but the stun grenades will come flying out towards Blue. He will peek, but it's going to be Prod and Art to get both kills. It's all up to Aster. He's going to flanking up to the hatch, but the Buck does spot him out, and it's going to be Art to find the final kill. Another excellent attack from Power Rangers.
Yeah, another really good attack from Power Rangers right there. It looked like that the defense was trying to bring that round back, as we saw Aster hit that nice shot onto the main stairs, but it was a little bit too late at that point, as they completely forfeited the Arsenal site. Losing Wizard in dirt there to Prod was really just the final blow onto the defense, as all of them were forced into Church and into Blue, as we saw the Jaeger, Maestro, and Bandit all on that side of the site. So really good work from Prodigy there in the tunnel, able to clear out that smoke, or that, not the smoke, the mute rather. Really allowing his team to just have complete control of the Armory side, and then good cover from Art on the hatch there, using those vertical holes to his advantage and just cleaning up the round for his team.
Attackers need to locate and defeat.
They will finally go to gym bedroom. Thank God.
Yeah, it looks like they're unwilling to go back down to the basement. I think
They can't.
I think that's the right decision. They lost it.
Oh
they
wait,
couldn't
no.
go back if
Sorry.
they wanted to, but
You're right.
yeah, they're just choosing not to. I think that's the right decision, as just OC. I mean, wait, not OC. Power Rangers just look so proficient on that site with their take. They don't even go for the traditional take. A lot of teams you see open up that moto hatch and then go for a church wall take, but it seems that the Power Rangers have the dirt and main hatch take down, and I think that plays in part to as the impact trick not coming out just makes that take a lot easier. And losing 3 defenses on such a map as Clubhouse, where the defenders are really expected to take the majority of the rounds, so losing 3 out of the 4 first rounds, not really a good start here for No Experience, and they're gonna have to take these next 2 rounds if they want to have a chance going into the rest of this match.
Yeah, they definitely gotta find something here. As I mean, Clubhouse is definitely a defender-sided map, I'd say, right? Or
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, I'd say either Clubhouse or Villa is the most defender-sided map in the game. So losing 3 out of the first 4 rounds is just not what you want to see. And it looks like Aster could possibly get this bandit trick off onto Dot if they're not aware of it. Looks like Dot will be aware of the bandit trick. Gonna try to juke him out here, break his ankles, but no. Gonna be unable to open the wall here if Aster chooses to contest it, but looks like Aster will just run away for some reason. Maybe perhaps feeling the pressure mounting on him, but just decides to give it up, as it looks like Carlito was going for the stun lock on the Zofia there through the wall. So Aster is going to choose to fall back, and with about a minute gone in this round so far, it's looking not really too good for either side right now. It's just kind of doing the basics right now, opening that CC wall, trying to get that pressure. But no, as I say, that Mexican with an aggressive peek on a prod, so the peek's finally paying off for Mexican as he does take down the hard breacher of the Habana.
yeah, definitely a big pick there from Mexican, as it looks as though Aster has rotated back over towards these cache stairs. He's going to try to hold on to the CCTV and cache room for a little bit longer, along with Wizard onto that shotgun here, close onto the cache door. So looking fairly strong here for No Experience in this round, but again, they've also got to worry about this jacuzzi balconies. It has been opened up by the Thermite, and it looks like Prophecy is going to start to push this in. He has been the main entry fragger here for Power Rangers, so I expect him to do big things here as he starts to make his way onto the main wall, but a couple of ADSs will be prohibiting that push for the time being.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yeah, like you said, Prophecy really doing some good work here on the Thatcher. He's got Yardy's blessing, so any player that Yardy says is going to be a good one, so he's got some big expectations to live up to, as Yardy claims that he's going to be a good player. So we'll see what they can do to try to bring this round back, as they are in man disadvantage with only about 50 seconds remaining. But as I say that, Prophecy, there he is, showing up once again. That's Mexican off the board. Art with another one on his stew, so suddenly not looking so good for the defense in a round that was going so well for them in the first 2 minutes of the round.
Yeah, and they're still making this push onto the main CCTV as well, as it's going to be Carlito who gets a kill. So it looked like good for No Experience. Is going very bad for them. It's all up to Aster, though. He's able to down that planter, but wasn't able to secure the frag. He's going to get peeked from behind by Carlito. So I don't really know what happened. It just fell apart there completely for No Experience. They really looked like they were strong in that round, and
yeah, it looked like that round was going to go in their favor there. Just an unfortunate series of events, and it looks like that Power Rangers started to really push the agenda and just started taking those gunfights, and they just started winning them. And that's really just what it came down to right there, as it looks like just the site hold was just completely collapsed upon, and a nice execute there and a nice recovery in that round by the Power Rangers.
yes, definitely a strong round. But I don't know. It looked like they just didn't win their gunfights on the side of No Experience. They did literally just let Prophecy walk in yet again. And I mean, Prophecy has literally gotten I think all of his kills just walking like in to places and just
Yeah, just
people.
maybe perhaps a lack of intel, or not really sure what the problem is with the defense and the crouch walking, but looks like they will go back to CCTV, as that is the only site they've been able to win this round. So really not looking good for them, as they really haven't looked good in any of these defenses except for that gym bedroom one, which they unfortunately ended up losing, as just the first pick, and even beyond that, just complete control for Power Rangers. And just unfortunate for Power Rangers they weren't able to execute on the site, but we'll see how they choose to defend it differently, as I think mainly the Maestro and Garage just kind of giving a freebie to Carlito on that upside down rappel was just what opened up the round for Power Rangers.
5 seconds to insertion.
Mexican really wants to kill this drone.
Mexican wants it, bro. He's trying to kill everything and everything, or anything and everything. Looks like he might go for a little spawn peek here, but thinks better of it perhaps, as he does choose to rotate back up these stairs. So it looks like we will see the Doc here being the one tasked with defending the garage this time, and maybe even 2 players in there, as Art loses his drone to the Doc. So again, the main focus of this attack is going to come out onto this garage, and I don't know what they're going to do to clear this dock out of the garages. If he just doesn't peek them, he can just sit in here and delay lots of time, as those pixels not being, or the pixels being removed from the rafters really just make it that much more difficult to clear out a garage shell without a capital on the board.
Oh, so there's no more. They covered up the pixels here. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so you can't peek through the grates anymore. You have to wide swing. Like we saw Stu tried to swing in last time, but as long as you just lay there in the grates, you can no longer be shot from the upside down rappel. So you really just have to lay there and do nothing, and you're just doing your job by just wasting the time with the attackers. And he knows he's not gonna have to move because they banned the capital. So.
Oh my God, Wizard
yeah.
can get 2 easy kills here. Oh, he spots out the booty of Prada and will not be able to, or Prophecy, but will not be able to finish off that kill, as that was just unfortunate. Almost got the kill, but did not land enough shots.
Yeah, so they even put the deployable shoot here for the dock inside of garage. Looks like Art gets the first kill onto Asters. That's the bandit, and Prod picks up one onto Stu. So again, not looking good here for the defense, as it's all down to the Doc Jaeger and Mute. It looks like some shots will be taken by Prod. Prod will actually finish off Wizard. My stream is lagging really badly, so when I go back and watch it, 50 seconds behind. I can't even tell what's happening because my stream's lagging, so I'm sorry. Go ahead, Razors.
It's going to be all up to Juicy now in the 1 versus 3. Let's take it down from 1 versus 4, but he's getting shot through the drone hole, so they know exactly where he is. And they're just going to shoot in the area. They're looking at the flashbangs will start to come flying through, but we'll go for a rotate here. He might be able to find one inside of the garage, but holding a fairly soft angle here, as he might go for the rotate here. But this angle is being held here by the attack. It's going to be Juicy gets 1 kill. He's going to have to go for the one on the balcony, but there's also one peeking him from behind the bomb as well. The plant has gone down from Power Ranger, so it's going to make this either a 5-1 or a 4-2. Definitely looking for the 4-2. Will be Juicy, as he's actually getting out. He's going to be snapped off by Prod. Nice shot there on that rappel.
Yeah, Prod really putting in work on the Habana, and 5-1, not looking good here for No Experience, as this has just been a dominant performance so far from Power Rangers on such a defender-sided map as Clubhouse. Prod 8-1, just going insane right now, is the 6-6 monster with a monster performance so far through this first half of the game. So let's see what Power Rangers choose to do differently, as it looks like they will be going to CC and Cash, and already we see the Legion being brought out from Prod, as well as the smoke on Dot. So the smoke wasn't really used at all by the defense of No Experience. So we'll see how Power Rangers choose to utilize that operator, as smoke really a powerful operator for the defense, stalling out so much time with those toxic canisters and really limiting the pushing ability of the attack.
Yeah, this definitely does not look good for No Experience. But again, I believe that this is a fairly new team. I think you're right that
Yeah,
Aster
it's a fairly new team, but I mean, they're called No Experience for a reason, but they're also facing one of the better teams of this CL Quals, and Power Rangers definitely a favorite to make a Challenger League. So pretty impressive that No Experience made it this far, and I mean, there's no shame in losing to a team of this caliber, and there's nothing for them to be ashamed of for sure, as this team definitely is one of the better ones that we're going to see through these qualifiers. I believe they're actually 2 rounds away from, I think they were up 6-4 against Leftovers, I believe.
Yes.
And Leftovers is actually already in the finals for this Challenger League qualifier, so like I said, Power Rangers definitely one of the top teams in this, probably top 3, along with Leftovers and I don't know what the other teams, but Leftovers and Power Rangers definitely 2 of the better teams in this. No shame in getting stomped, you know, it happens to the best of us, and they're a top team for a reason.
Exactly. And it looks like, I mean, they still have a chance in this map too. It's going to take a lot here, but it's definitely still possible, as looks like Wizard is going to be opening up a couple of the angles here, and might even get peeked here by Carlito, as he doesn't notice that the holes have started to open up his rise. We'll rotate right past it, so I guess the Buck is not holding the angle, as he will fall off it, but he will start to get shot up from the hatch as well, as it's going to be that smoke. Taking that shotgun, but it will actually drop down into blue, spots out the Legion, and we'll take down Prod, so Prod will find his 2nd death of the map. I mean, all the rounds that Prod has died in, they have lost, so this could look good if you are No Experience.
Yeah, so nice kill to start off the round there. Nice opener from I think that was it Wizard that got the opening pick? Either way,
Located by
Prod off the
attackers.
board, and he's really been doing very well this match, so having him off the board is just going to help this attack that much more, but they might be stalling out here as they are trying so hard to get Prophecy out of the rafters here. Art is going to pick up one on the Aster and trades that out. That's the Thermite taken off the board, so Prophecy doing a great job here of holding on to that garage, really playing it a lot better than we saw, I believe, the Doc play, or the Maestro play it last time, but Mexican does find one onto Art, and Prophecy here, the pressure is starting to mount on how much longer is he going to be able to sit in these rafters, as all of this time he's being wasted is going to help the defense be able to take this round.
Yeah, and it looks like Mexican's going to make that rappel back up to the main balcony here, where his teammate did die earlier on. He'll try to open up a few angles here and see if he can't start peeking in towards Garage, as he will find one on the main stairs, but he's going to get double peeked actually. It's going to be Dot that gets the kill. It's going to be about 45 seconds left in 3v3. Some more smoke canisters coming out from Dot as he's trying to delay more time in the Jaeger. Prophecy still playing inside of the garage rafters, wasting so much time here from the attack as they're not sure what to do with him. Juicy's now rotated up to the balcony to try to deal with it, but it's going to be Carlito that can take down Stu on the construction rotate. But Juicy is getting peeked by the Maestro with only 20 seconds left.
Yeah, so there's only 18 seconds left, and this one smoke, I believe, still being available on Dot. As Prophecy picks up another one from the garage, so the Jaeger's still going strong in the garage. Juicy takes down Carlito. Ultimately will be finished off by Prophecy, so a great round from Prophecy right there. Just held onto the garage like a champ, just unwilling to give up this position, and despite the relentless pressure from the attack, he just sat in there and took it, and just really well played from him to be able to stay in that garage for so long, and it resulted in him getting 2 easy kills at the end of that round.
Wow. Honestly, this is just a dominant performance right now, but from Power Rangers. I don't even really know what to say about it.
Yeah, I see Filthy in the chat saying that just the aggression on defense really costing no experience, and I agree with that to an extent, as we saw just the contradictory styles of play from the defense in garage, as we saw Stu just taking unnecessary gunfights in garage and ultimately costing him his life, and same with the rest of his team. I mean, you can't put it on one player, but just the aggression not paying off for them. And on a map like Clubhouse, it's really, really difficult for that style of play to work, I'd say. So they just have to stop playing defense like they're on attack. They need to let the attackers come to them, use their utility, use the time. The clock is the biggest advantage for the defense, and just the utilization of the clock is just was not working at all for the defense of No Experience. So yeah, in the future, definitely gonna have to utilize that better, as it looks like Power Rangers will be push themselves to match point here and looking to close out this game. No problem here.
Yeah. I don't really see. I mean, maybe they throw this round, but I feel like that's the only way they lose this round.
5
Is if they
seconds
throw
remaining.
it. I definitely don't see
Attackers must
Power
locate
Rangers
and
losing
defuse
this
the
map
bomb.
though, or losing more than 3 more rounds.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be easy to close out for Power Rangers, but you never know. It's Rainbow Six. We've seen crazier things happen, so
Yeah.
definitely possible, and we'll see what they choose to do. As it looks like Prophecy playing aggressive on these blue stairs, just hiding in a little rat corner right here, possibly hoping that he's not going to be droned out. Might be able to get a freebie here. Maybe we'll see some careless droning from the attackers. Looks like they will choose to go into that garage already, so that's going to be Mexican here droning for himself. It looks like he might be trying to drop oil pit and put some pressure on blue. So let's see if they're going to be able to figure out this Jaeger's playing at the top of blue stairs. Looks like Juicy will be the one droning it out.
Yeah, they will spot out the Jaeger of Prophecy, so that'll force him to rotate back down, but no, it looks like he actually wants to get even more aggressive here and pick a little bit of a different angle as the claimant will come out. The angle being held by the Zofia will damage a little bit, but a little bit of damage onto Prophecy as he'll choose to rotate back down into the playing a little bit more safe. So I'm wasting a little bit of time there, but overly not too impactful.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, so a little bit of health taken off of the Jaeger and the Bucks. Looks like Wizards trying to put this pressure down here onto the church wall, so looks like we will be seeing a more traditional attack here come out from No Experience, as it looks like they're putting a larger emphasis on that moto side of the map. As we saw from Power Rangers, they just chose to go straight from dirt in the main hatch, and possibly the impact tricking coming out here from Dot is what's preventing them from wanting to get this main hatch open. But Wizards doing a little bit of reconstruction with that skeleton key, possibly looking for a pick through the floor, but the Cade being still up is going to make it even harder to open up this hatch is just so much time being wasted right now with all the utility available on the defensive side.
Yeah, and I don't even know where the Thatcher grenades is. It doesn't even look like GC has any more Thatcher grenades. It looks like he just used his final one on the church wall, so won't even be able to open up the hatch anyway as the Cade has been placed down. So gonna try to make their way onto this main wall now, as it's going to be this Havana as well as the Thermite going to be opening it up, but it looks like Stu will get a kill on the Prod as they will get this teammate down. The process puts it on central HP anyway. So they're going to push their way into sight, and Aster's just going to snake his way in. He could possibly catch off the Maestro, but no, or not the Maestro, but the Cade with that shotgun in the hands of Art. It's just going to take down Aster as we reach about 30 seconds left.
Yeah, so with 30 seconds left, they're going to have to make this push work, and that's a nice pick there onto the smoke, as well as I believe Carlito has been downed. But no, Prophecy still lurking in blue. Mexican unaware of his position, going for some shots through the wall is Prophecy, but he will be lit up in the process. So Dot still being on the floor, a technical 3v2 right now as Prophecy gets aggressive onto the door, and he will take down Juicy. So that's a double for Prophecy on the round. Looking for more. Is he able to find him? The Habana will be taken down. Going for 3 here, but no. Wizard will clean up in the 1v2, but Art cleans it up for that round. So Prophecy going insane on that round, and that's how you play aggressive right there. Prophecy knowing when to push through blue and really take those gunfights. Just wow, really well played, and Power Rangers with a dominant performance on Clubhouse.
Prophecy go. He was, did you see, bro, he was hitting insane shots.
Yeah, Prophecy was definitely putting in work that round. But yeah, top 10 and 6, really well played right there from Prophecy, and they will go on to face, I believe
It's not
they
set yet.